welcome to Piper's Petals, your DIY for all things floral. Today we are going to dress up an ordinary poinsettia and hang it on a shepherd's hook for outside, so stay tuned. So today we're going to dress up an ordinary poinsettia that you get from the store. You find them, they're kind of dried out, dead leaves, have the tags on them, and people just hand them away as a gift. So I'm going to show you how to dress it up a bit to make it look a lot more festive for the holiday and to be a great Christmas poinsettia for your house on a shepherd's hook. So basically what you're going to need is a poinsettia of your choosing. I picked a small one. This is a 4-inch container because I am going to put it on a shepherd's hook. You're going to need a little bit of Christmas greens. I have fresh greens. I like the fresh. You can do it with silk as well. You're going to need some ribbon of your choice. And for supplies, we're going to need a stapler or a glue gun, some scissors, and your cutters again. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take the price tag off. I see a lot of people give these as gifts and they leave the price tag right on it on this foil. You can go buy a container to put your poinsettia in, but that's just another expense as well. And these little ones I think are really cute, and we're going to dress it up with some ribbon here in a minute. And let me just finish getting the rest of my price tag off of here. And we're going to get the dead leaves out as well. So let me do that and we'll be right back. Okay, so I've finished cleaning up my poinsettia, got the price tag, got all the dead leaves out. Make sure that it is a little bit moist so you don't have to take it out and water it right away. Next thing what I'm going to do is take a hole punch. I'm going to pull this down a little bit and I'm going to make 2 little hole punches in the side of the container. Now you can use a drill if you want to, but it's pretty thin, so I'm just going to punch down into it. All right, let me take a little bit of maneuvering and then I'm going to do the other side. Okay, so I have my 2 holes. See if I can get my hole punch back out of it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of ribbon. So this is number 3 ribbon. You can use whatever color you want to. And I'm going to take the ribbon and I'm going to make a knot, put it through the hole and make a knot and do the other side. And actually I'm going to cut a bigger piece here and then I can trim it down. Move that out of the way. Now you can skip this step if you are not going to hang it on a shepherd's hook, if you just want to give it as it is as a gift. Let me get the ribbon through. All right, and I'm just going to make a couple of knots here to keep it secure. All right, and now I'm going to go to the other side and loop this through. I just thought this was a fun way to have a little bit of a poinsettia. Some people will line their whole driveways with them. I just like an accent of them. And let me try to get this through. This one's giving me a little bit of a tough time here. Try to get that through. There we go. I'll make a couple more knots. And this creates a little ribbon handle for us. And that creates a holder that's going to go onto the shepherd's hook. And we'll adjust the size when we get to the shepherd's hook. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and address my little gold container. I'm going to put that back in here. And I have also, you can use a stapler or you can use your hot glue gun, whatever you want to do. I'm going to go ahead and staple my foil on here on the back. That way that stays on. And I'm going to use a little bit of ribbon to decorate this container. Let me move this over for a minute. And all we're simply going to do is to wrap a piece around. And make sure you pick the good side of the poinsettia. I just wanted to point that out. This was the better side. This is a little sparse in the back. That's where I'm going to be putting some more greens. So I'm just going to take this ribbon. I'm going to start in the back. And I'm going to just bring the piece up to the lip and staple it in. Right in the center. And again, you can do this with your glue gun if you rather. I think it's kind of easy with the stapler. I'm going to go around the back and go right to that middle again. Go ahead and cut this. And they're just going to crisscross each other in the front. Okay, so now I have my ribbon on. And we still have our holder. And it is a little loose in the back, so I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and dab a little bit of glue in the back to hold that ribbon in place. Okay. So now I'm going to take my Christmas greens that I have, and like I said, you can use fresh or you can use silk, whichever you like to do. I have some pine and I have some cedar. And I'm just going to cut this pine up a little bit. And I'm just going to put some of this pine into the poinsettia. It smells so good. Some on this side as well. And I'm going to put a little bit of my cedar too. A little bit in the front. Doesn't need to be a lot. We're just doing little touches. This will also bring the fresh Christmas smell into someone's house. If you're just going to do it at this point to where it's not going to sit outside, it will give that aroma as well if they have silk Christmas tree. And I also have a little bit of a garnishment. I have a little pick that I'm going to put in the front. Now you can use Christmas balls, you can use whatever you want, maybe a little bit more berries. I have a little berry there. And I have a little pine cone. Now I went out and foraged this out of my backyard area. And I'm just going to glue him in there. Certainly if you have pine cones in your backyard, I would pick them up and not go pay for them. They work just as well. Just make sure there's not any little buggies. I'm going to glue him right in there. And that's pretty as it is there. So you can always give this as a gift. Just make sure that you don't do the step with the holes. Maybe add a few more Christmas balls if you like. But mine is going outside. So I have a shepherd's hook. And I'm going to go get that and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm going to tie a knot in my ribbon. I've now cut it and we're making a knot. And now I'm going to attach it to my shepherd's hook, or hang it on my shepherd's hook, I should say. All right, and I've already pre-made a bow. And I'm going to go ahead and take this back off. We see that's hanging there. Just to make it a little bit more festive, I'll go ahead and attach the bow up here. And you can do your poinsettia in whatever color that you want to for the foil. Reds and golds, they have green foils. Or you can even use Christmas paper if you want to, if you're outside and you're not going to get rained on, of course. All right, so Let's just get this attached on. And cut my wire just a little bit. And you certainly can paint your shepherd's hook whatever color that you want to do. Let me just look at it, eyeball it, and fix my bow here. And I'm going to dovetail my ends. So I'm just folding my ribbon together and cutting up at an angle. Let's turn that back around, see how we're looking. Hang our poinsettia back on here. All right, and it's ready to go. A beautiful poinsettia arrangement, well, poinsettia plant on the shepherd's hook, ready to go outside in your garden or great to give as a gift. Thank you so much. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel. It would help us so much. Hope you have a great, wonderful holiday.